Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one is going to be doing a video talking about my least favorite to favorite Walking Dead villain characters. So, I did a list. I decided for this video, I was like, okay, I've never done a least favorite to favorite villains, and I know some people always ask me, I think people... I hate to say it, but people probably know who my favorite villain is. If you've been watching my reviews for the last couple years, you guys probably know who's my favorite villain of The Walking Dead. It's pretty obvious. I'm going to save it till the end of the video either way, but I'm sure some people are probably wondering, in terms of, villains, who are my least favorite to favorites. So, before I get into this video, I'll just say, I have 9 villains here, 9 characters in this list that I consider villains. And I know some people might consider, and I know people are going to ask me this, why isn't Shane on the list? Shane, to me, is just not a villain, and I want to kind of get that out of the way. I actually get pretty offended when people consider Shane a villain, because I'm like, honestly... People, he is one of the best characters in the series, even to this day, in my opinion. One of the best actors they've ever had on the show, and honestly, one of the best characters they've had on the show. And he might cause problems for the group, or threaten people, or this and that, so I understand, but... Shane is not a villain, and I will say, and once you guys see this list on the 9 characters that I am putting on this list, you guys will be like, yeah, they're more villains than Shane, So, but I do want to kind of address something at the beginning of this video before we get into the discussion topic, and it's just a big thank you for everybody. Yesterday, we hit 700 subscribers, so I want to say a huge thank you, to everybody that subscribed to the channel recently, and to everybody that's been subscribed to the channel since I started this damn channel. So, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. I definitely wanted to just say, because I saw it yesterday that it hit 700, and I'm like, I definitely wanted to just say to everybody, a huge thank you for getting me to 700. So, my goal is, and I'm going to set this goal now, and we're going to see if it actually happens or not. It most likely won't, but maybe it will, because you guys are just, honestly, you guys are just that awesome. And there's new people coming in all the time, and I honestly, I love it, because honestly, the more of you guys I can interact with, the better. I absolutely love it. I love responding to comments. I love interacting with you guys. I love, seeing, because I know some of you guys do your own Walking Dead videos too, so I love watching your guys' videos too, and honestly, it's like a community. It really is. So yeah, thank you guys so much for getting me to 700. I want to kind of say that at the beginning of this this video, but I do want to also just say for the sake of this video that and I'm gonna make this goal right now. My goal is 800. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see. I honestly doubt it's gonna happen, but I'm going for 800 at the end of this year, at least before 2020. I think we can get there. I'm telling you, we can get there. We just that's my goal. That's my goal right now, is to get to 800. But I want to say a huge thank you for everybody that subscribed recently, or that subscribed, in the last almost going on 3 years now for Dan's Reviews. So anyway, guys, I have 9 villains here. So let's get started from my least favorite to my favorite. So I've got 9 characters here. So number 9, my least favorite is Dawn. Now, I could definitely go on about this, but Dawn is just not a fearsome villain. She's a villain because she causes problems for Beth, and the hospital storyline went along long enough to honestly, I think Dawn has to be considered a villain, but she's definitely my least favorite. She doesn't do as much as some of these other villains on the list, but Dawn is going to be number 9 for me. She's smacking Beth in the face, and taking people against their will. You owe us. So yeah, Dawn is just my least favorite. Number 8, I don't know if some people consider this guy a villain, but I'm going to put him as a villain. Number 8 is going to be the leader of the Wolves. Now, we don't know if he's the leader of the Wolves, but the guy with, W on his head, the longer hair that Morgan captures and puts in a cell, I consider him a villain because the Wolves were around for a little while, and they were set up, and then they had the huge attack at Alexandria and all this stuff. I consider him a villain. He captures Denise. He causes problems for the group. I'm gonna say he's a villain. So, but it was never actually stated, and I honestly wish they would just say this. But was this guy the leader of the Wolves or not? Because in the comics they were called the Scavengers. They had nothing to do with like W's on their heads and all this stuff. And they basically attacked Alexandria, and the leader is called Derek. So I don't know if this guy's the guy that Morgan captures from the Wolves is supposed to be the leader and called Derek, just like in the comics, but Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember hearing his name at all. And I've watched The Walking Dead like 300 times. So, you know, I don't know. I'd really like to know his name if anybody knows it. Number 7 is going to be Joe. So, I know some people Joe. So, anyway. I think Joe's awesome, to be honest. He really just figured Daryl right out. You know, he just knew who the kind of guy Daryl was right away. He just knew he was like the outsider, and, probably, now one thing Joe did get wrong is that you've been probably living out here on your own for a while, you know. No, he just vacated the prison. But honestly, Joe is awesome, and I'm going to consider Joe a villain because he attacked Rick and the others at night. Rick bit his throat out, too, and honestly, I consider Joe a villain. He was awesome. Ain't nothing sadder than, what do you say? Ain't nothing sadder than an outdoor cat that thinks he's an indoor cat. So, yeah, I really like Joe, and I think that, what's the plan, Daryl? And, what are you talking about? Well, you're with us now, but you ain't soon, Daryl. Yep. So, yeah, I like Joe. He's awesome. So, number 6 is going to be Gareth. So, I was going to put Gareth higher up on the list. I know number 6 for Gareth is maybe a little, for some people, he might be like, what on earth are you talking about? But Gareth just didn't last long. But he was fearsome, though, and he enjoyed what he was doing. He was always enjoying, torturing people in Terminus. Honestly, Gareth was really fearsome for the time that he was around, at least. Number 5 is going to be Simon. Simon's just awesome. I mean, what other words can I say than Simon is just awesome? I mean, the scenes with Gregory, too, at the hilltop, I freaking love Simon, man. Simon is awesome. Now, of course, he tried to take over from Negan, too, so he's kind of like a villain for Negan at a time there, near the end, but he's just an awesome character, and he created a lot of drama on the show, especially near the end. Number 4 is going to be Beta, and then I'll also mention number 3 is going to be Alpha. So, Beta number 4, Alpha number 3. So, these are 2 new characters, obviously, from the Whisperers, and man, I mean, the casting is spot on both. Alpha is the best female villain in the series. Definitely, without a doubt. Alpha is amazing. She is a really awesome character, and I think that, honestly, even though I feel like she's going to be killed off this year, because it is the Whisper War, she's awesome. And then Beta as well. Beta is just, I mean, amazing. I had to put Beta as 4 and Alpha as number 3 because, honestly, I mean, Alpha's the leader, and, Beta, I feel like Alpha's gotten a little bit more time than Beta, but, man, they are both awesome. And the fight that Beta had with Daryl was just awesome, too. So, number 2 is going to go to the Governor. So, the Governor, I mean, I know for some people maybe, at this point, the Governor, is probably, one of their least favorites maybe because Alpha's come in and she's crazy and Gareth came in and he was awesome and Joe and, and tons of other characters as well. But, I had to put the Governor on this list still because, honestly, for the season and a half that the Governor was around, he just stole the show. I mean, season 3 was awesome probably just because of the Governor and Merle and all that stuff. And honestly, the Governor is just, man, he's psycho. Like, he's just a psychopath. Really, that's all there is to it. The Governor's just a psychopath. And he killed a lot of characters. He killed Merle, he killed Andrea, you could basically say he killed Andrea, he killed Herschel, he killed Martinez too even, because he just didn't give a crap. So, honestly, the Governor's fearsome, and he has to be number 2. But number 1, my favorite villain of The Walking Dead. I think you guys, at this point, do I even need to say, I'm going to say it. Negan. Negan is the best villain in the entire series. I mean, honestly, I love Negan. Negan is awesome. I have his Funko Pop right there, and then I also got the black and white version right there. So there are the 2 Negan Pops. Oh yeah, and then I also got the, posters covering it up, but I've also got another Negan pop right here. So, yeah, I really love Negan's character. I think that Negan's character is just, he's so much fun. He's so entertaining to watch, and, Jeffrey D. Morgan, oh man, he just does a good job. But I've defended it enough about how much I love Negan, but, because I know he's kind of hated from some people. But anyway, that's my list. What are your guys' list? Worst to, favorite villains of the Walking Dead television series. I want to hear that from you guys. But anyway, guys, if you're new here, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead video, guys. Thank you guys so much for getting me to 700 subscribers, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. And who are your favorite villains? Write that down in the comment section. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.